coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. It's only small, but it doesn't matter. We going? Good. All right, listen, I'm going to whip over a few quick charts for you, all right, to give you some basics on what's going on out there. So, most people are working in a JOB, just over a boat, okay? JOB, here's where most people are. The reason why they're JOB is because they have a lack of financial knowledge. Hands up who's been shown or taught something about money and how to manage money and make money work. Most of us haven't, and that's what happens, and that's what happened to me for over 24 years when I worked on building sites. Here's the statistics, okay? This is ABS stats. 80% of people are going to retire on about 21 grand, which is about $400 a week in today's terms. So 10 or 15 years from today, what are you going to buy with 400 bucks a week? You won't get a meat pie and a can of Coke, yeah? And the third thing is, what I found on sites is that 91% of construction workers, they're going to run out of money 5 to 7 years after they retire. And I've just had quite a few people pop in and see me on site today, and they're in that exact same boat. 5 to 7 years they're gone. And to retire on 50 grand, you're going to need $1 million in assets outside of your own home. Most people that I see in their 30s or 40s or even into their 50s have got about 100 grand, 150 grand if they're lucky in super, and they're going to run out of cash in 5 to 7 years based on today's dollars. So they're just some real life statistics of what's actually going on out there. Now, hands up, who's got a mortgage trying to pay off a home loan and get it done a lot quicker than what you're doing now? Got a couple? Okay, cool. Quite often I see building workers with a bit of cash in the bank, and when they sit down and have a one-on-one, I say, listen, where's your money parked? Have you got an offset account sat on top of your home loan? And they go, I don't know, what's an offset account? The bank didn't tell me about that. Well, the bank won't tell you about that because they don't want you to know about it. But if you had $50,000 in this example, and you had a $300,000 home loan, and that money is offset sitting on top of your home loan, you're now paying interest on $250,000 as opposed to paying interest on $300,000. You with me? So you're saving a bit of money with the banks on interest at the top. Then at the bottom, if you use a credit card interest-free, have it paid in full every single month, it's completely cleared off. But you only use a credit card for day-to-day living expenses. We don't go out buying plasma TVs and spending up on thousands on it. You want to actually just use it for day-to-day living expenses. So here's what's happening here. You're saving money off the top, but you're also using the bank's money down here free for a full month. Making sense? Seen this one before? Good. So that's a simple way to get yourself set up. I can't believe how many building workers don't have it and don't know about it. Here's a simple wealth strategy. This is what people do to get wealthy. It's really, really simple. It's pay yourself first. So the minute you get any income that comes in here, you should take a portion of that money, put it over to the side, and build what we call a cash cushion. In our industry, because of the insecurity, the job security is one of the biggest issues in the building industry, correct? So the minute a layoff comes or something like that, what's the first thing that most building workers do? They're going to stress out and freak out because guess what? They don't have a lump sum cash cushion sitting over here. Making sense? So then you start to freak out, you start to stress out, blues and arguments happen at home, and all of a sudden things can go haywire. So what we're teaching people to do is the minute you get paid, just take a small portion over here, let it build and grow, and set up at least 2 months of income over here. And that's your base. So if you're going to get laid off and you're out of work for 3 or 4 weeks, you're not going to stress, are you? Because you know you've got a bit of a cushion that's just sitting over here. You can fall back on that and hit that up anytime you like, right? The second thing you should do is have a lifestyle with living expenses actually categorised out. So quite often, again, I talk to thousands of building workers, and quite often I find people are just living day to day, week to week, and they've got no idea where their money's going. All they do know is the money's gone. And I know, so I send out what's called a cash flow calculator to all my clients, and we do a full-blown analysis of where your cash flow is, where it's going, where you're spending your money, and do you have any surplus money over here that you can actually learn and start to do something with here. And the third bucket that you want to fill over here is your growth bucket. So you've all got super because you're all in CBUS, so your employers are paying you for your CBUS, that's all fine. But if you've got property or something going on top over here, you're now adding a bit more security and a bit more control to your life and your future and your finances. Making sense? I'm going to move pretty quickly, guys. We've got 15 minutes here. Now, if you're paying down your mortgage, I've just got a couple of examples here. If you want to know how to pay your mortgage down and get rid of your debts a lot quicker than what you're currently doing, if you've got a $300,000 loan over 30 years at 5% P&I, you will pay $279,000 in interest over the life of that loan. If you pay an extra $50 a week, you're now going to save $21,000 in interest. So I'm just going to give you a quick scenario, but when we sit down and take people through a full review, we look at different strategies here. If you change your payment from monthly to fortnightly and the $50 a week, you'll pay $199 in interest, so you're now going to save $80,000 that you keep in your pocket as opposed to the bank's. And it's going to take 7.5 years off your mortgage. So a lot of people don't even look at this, they just go to a bank, get a loan, and they just go, well, I've just got to pay it off for 30 years, yeah? But if you look at a couple of strategies, you can do it a lot better. So if you were paying it monthly, you had $50 a week extra, and you had $20,000 in the offset account, so I spoke about the offset account a little bit just before, you'll now pay $219 in interest, but you'll have a savings of around about $60,000. And if you did it fortnightly at $50 plus $20,000, this is the big kicker, you'll pay $164 in interest, you'll save $115,000 in interest repayment stuff. You had that extra $115,000 went into your super. Well, if the extra $115,000 went super and a bit into a property, how much better off are you going to be setting it up like that? So here's the 4-step plan, and I'll get everybody off site to come and do this with us. Get yourself a loan review as soon as possible, okay? So for those that do have mortgages, quite often we're busy working, we're working long hours. Do we take the time to sit down and go, hey, geez, interest rates are changing all the time, banks are changing all the time, let's go and get it checked out, let's get it reviewed. You should be doing that at least every 3 to 6 months. Pay fortnightly if you can, set up an offset account, any lump sums, tax returns, pay rises, get it all in, get it slammed off, because it's going to save money off the top, it's going to create more cash flow for you, and it's going to free you up to do a lot better than what you're currently doing. And keep paying extra, so especially now with interest rates being pretty low, boys are all earning good money, the new EBA pay rise has just come in, use it and utilise it. Don't go ringing the missus, go book a trip to Bali, because if you book a trip to Bali, there goes your EBA for 2017, yeah? All in one phone call. Alright, let's rock on in. We'll move past, I'll come back to my home. This is what I'm teaching from a property perspective on how to retire early. So number one is your own home. So how to pay off your own home and how to pay off your mortgage a lot quicker and a lot faster than what you're currently doing. Number two, have your super, because your employees are tipping in, it's there, it's going to grow, and hopefully it does the right thing at your retirement. Now, before I get to here, what's the problem with just doing this? Your own home and super. Tell me something about super. What control do you have over super?
It's dead money.
It's not dead money, you're going to accumulate money. It's going to go up. You've got no control over the government, the economy, the stock markets, the companies inside the stock markets, the world economy, world events. Something happens out there and the world stock markets go crazy, drops by 30-40%. You're sitting there and all you've got is your home and your super. And if you're moving towards retirement, if you're within 3 to 5 years of retirement, like I spoke about those two guys at the meeting this morning, they had 45 years in the building industry and all they had was their home and their super. The GFC hit in 2011, they lost 40%. And at 68 years of age, they're calling me up going, hey Tony, get us a job back on a building site. That's what happened to those guys. And what they did is they salary sacrificed back then about $700 a week into their super for the last 5 or 7 years that they worked on sites. Instead of maybe putting 200 or 300 or 400 in here and putting a bit over here, they would have been probably $500,000 better off if they actually had a property or something going along beside them, because then they've got more security, more control. But with super, everyone has to have super. I'm all for super, but the challenge with super is you don't have any control except for picking what sector of the fund you want your money inside CBUS. Outside of that, there is no real control. The laws are changing every day of the week. They've just put the retirement age up to 67. I'm convinced they're going to move it to 70. Tell me in the building industry who's going to be kicking goals at 67 and 70. So what we want to teach people to do is how to get your house paid off faster, how to have your super, how to invest in property for less than $50 a week, which is, less than a slab of EB. This is what we're teaching people how to do. I've been doing it for over 17 years. And how to get one, and then maybe how to get two, and then hold them for 10 or 15 years, let property do the work for you, and hopefully your house is all done and dusted over here, and then by the time you get to retirement, you're going to be a bit better off, your family's going to be better off, and you may be able to also help your kids get started and help your kids move into a better space as well. Is that all making sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So basically what I've done, the way I've set the business up, I've created a full education model, because what I've found over the last 5 or 6 years of getting around the sites doing this is that a lot of workers come to us and we help them out, but they just don't quite get different aspects of the whole thing. But here we go. If you're going to build a building, what's the first thing you need to put in place? You need to have some plans, and you need to build a solid foundation, right? So the same with money and finances. So the first thing that we do is we sit down and have a meeting and we say, righto, what's your plan, what are your goals and what's your strategy? So where are you today, where do you want to move to, where do you want to get to, and then how are you going to strategise and map that out and do that. That's where we need to start. So we build a solid foundation. Number one, we put that in place first. The second thing we do is we build your basement. And we're going to show you how to control your cash flow and make your money start working for you. So we'll do a full cash flow analysis of where you are, where your cash is, where you're spending, what sort of loans you've got, your interest rates, what can you borrow, how do you set up investment loans, because they're completely opposite to home loans. There's so much difference in how you do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we get your foundation and your basement set. Then I'll move into property education and property knowledge. So increasing your financial knowledge and increasing your property knowledge. So with every step of the process that I'm teaching here, I've actually got DVDs and I've got links to DVDs and they're all educational. They're going to take you, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to show you. I've got my books, I've got my folders, I've got all this material that you get along the way. I'm going to take you on a journey and increase your knowledge and increase your IQ, because the minute you've got more financial knowledge, do you have more confidence? And then you know you're going to take the right steps and move forward in the right direction. That's where you're at there. Then we'll go into level one. When people are in a position where they can buy an investment property, I personally take them, teach them, mentor them and show them where to buy, what to buy and how to buy it. Been doing this for over 17 years, so I'll take you on that journey. We'll help you out and we'll get that set. Then up here, level two, we go to property management, minimising your risk and maximising your investment. So therefore we make sure you've got the right property management getting set up. I've got a property management arm to this business of what I've got here, legal conveyance set up. We do depreciation reports, building inspections, and we're ongoing. We're going to track and monitor. So every 6 to 12 months you come in, we review your work situation, review your income, we have a talk about what's going on with banks, what's going on with loans, what's going on with the property market. So we're continually reviewing it and looking at and strategising it out. Up there I've got a mastermind club. That's just there for people as they move into another level. I'm starting to do developments and joint ventures and all sorts of stuff, but that's a totally different level for most mums and dads that I talk to. But back down here, that's what we're doing and that's where we're taking people through. So guys, I think my time's up. Spot on. I appreciate you popping in today. I hope that's been insightful for you. I know it was quick and I know it was fast, but I just want people to get the gist of what it's all about, where we're taking people to. And if you're not in a position to go forward and do something up here, and you need some help down here, then I've got the 2 levels here that we can just take people and help people just with the basics to start off and get started, and then start to move people through step by step, yeah? So guys, thanks for popping in, I appreciate it, hope you enjoyed the talk, and if you want to catch up with us and have a chat with us, feel free to pop in. We've got an office in North Melbourne now, we're all in-house, and we just sit down and we just do the full review down here. Thanks guys, thanks for coming in, appreciate it.